Tracy here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and today I'm doing the review of the Illustrated Face latest kit, Only One You. This kit is absolutely adorable and fun to work with, and I'm excited to share with you the things that I've been working on since we did the unboxing. The first thing I wanted to share with you is you do get the downloads if you order it from DaySpring. Here are the downloads that you get, and I showed them on our unboxing video. So I'm going to actually use them in our kit today, so as we work together and do a Bible journaling entry together. Real quickly, I wanted to share with you some of the things that you get in the kit. Now, this is not a complete kit because I have used it, and I used it in my art journaling, my faith art journaling this month, and it was super fun. But you get the washi tape, not the washi tape, well, you get the washi tape, and the washi tape is awesome. It says crowned, wildly loved, created, called, and it's just super fun. I loved the lettering in this. How fun is that? And then you also get the tip-ins that I love to do. I just think they're really pretty. And you get the sessions. Now, I've already done session 1, so I have session 2, 3, and 4 left. And then you get some 4 additional devotional type content cards, but not devotional. These are the devotionals, and these are the devotionals, and these are just additional note cards, essentially, with some verses on the back for you to do some additional study. And then you also get some of the fun elements this month, and just a ton of verses. And that was one of the things that I loved about this kit this month, was there were so many verses to dive deep into. You could pretty much get this kit and be set all month long. So if that's interesting to you, I will definitely link up for you, and you could get this kit down below. And also, I just wanted to share also the stickers that came with the kit. I have not used any of the stickers yet, and in fact, I'm not sure if I will during this video either, because I would love to try to play with the downloads that they gave us. So let's go ahead and get started. But all in all, the kit was wonderful. I love the kits that Illustrated Faith puts out every month with DaySpring, and shoot, if you can get a discount, then definitely go for that. We also often give discounts or share the coupon codes over on our Facebook page, Bible Journaling Ministries. If there is a coupon, I will definitely link it up below for you as well. And I wanted to share with you just what I did earlier. This is just an art journaling piece that I did as I was looking at Jeremiah 1:5. I've done Jeremiah 1:5 in my Bible in the past, so you know it's hard to sometimes find extra space. Otherwise, I'm gonna go get another Bible, which I have plenty, and I can totally use a different one. But I thought, well, why not just try an art faith journaling piece today? So all I did was, typically what I do with my art journaling is if I have any extra paint left on a paintbrush, or maybe I'm testing out a spray, I'll actually just test it out on my journal. So you can see here where I've done a little testing here, and I've actually used some extra ink that I was going to throw away, and I'll usually just smash it on my journal so that I don't waste that ink. And it's a great starter for my next page. And so I already had that done, and I didn't have to do the background here because this background was filled with marks that I had already made. And so what I did was I came in here, I did my session 1 work, I did some scripture writing as well, and then all I did was I took a purple Posca pen. So that is an acrylic pen, and I just made a little bit of little flowers here and popped in the Only One You sticker that came with the kit, and then I added the stamps just here and there. And I just thought this was a great way to be in Jeremiah 1:5, and I wrote the verse here, which was really fun, and just helps me to kind of think about that, you know, God knew me before I was born, and he set me apart, and he does that for you as well. I added some washi tape and called it a day. It was pretty easy, and I like to keep my Bible journaling simple. I actually like to spend more time just kind of contemplating the verse than I do actually the art. But I still have a lot of fun with art because art is fun, and just the whole creative process makes it just that much more enjoyable. So today we're in session 2, and I am going to show you the card. The card here is Psalms 139:14. I won't read the content on the back because that is something that you would want to purchase. And I've actually done already 139:14 on this page, but what I wanted to show you was that I could really just take this card, and anything I put on the back, I can just write it on the back, and I can just tip it here into my Bible. So I could tip it here, or I could also put it here as well, so it kind of tips in like this. And that would be great, because then I can have, you know, something kind of going both ways. And if I do tip it in here, I want to tip it out just a little bit out like this. So tip it out over here on this side, so that when I close the Bible, it won't wrinkle, or it won't get all messed up. Or the alternative is to just stick it in here like so, or stick it in there like that, and then just use a piece of score tape if you want to. But today I'm just going to go ahead and use a piece of washi tape, and that's how we're going to do this. So what we'll do, actually we won't do that, because I remember I said that I wanted to play with these tip-ins here. So maybe what I'll do, not these tip-ins, these digital elements, is just create something with this, and then I'll use this particular tip-in. I keep saying tip-in, and I don't mean to say tip-in, so I apologize for that. I am going to just cut this out. This is just a little cutting tool that I have, and I'm just going to go ahead and line it up and just cut it. And I just want this piece here. Sometimes I get a little excited with my cutting and I do a little bit more than I should. This is so cute. You know what I'll do? I think what I want to do is cut this off as well. So I have just the piano stickers, the piano digital element here. There we go. So now I have two to play with. You know what else you could do is you could make this into, make this into an arrow and have it actually point to the verse that I want it to point to, but I'm not going to do that either. Alright. So because I'm talking about this verse here, I want to underline it. So Psalms 139:14 says, I will praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. So let's go ahead and get into the Bible journaling art part of this. And the first thing I want to do is find the elements. So I go ahead and I grab one of the stickers, the cardstock stickers. I had a little bit of trouble sticking it down, which I sometimes do. So I had to push it down extra hard. Then I grabbed a piece of gelato, actually not a piece, my gelato stick. This stick is called black licorice, and I go ahead and place them down. Oops, there was my head in the shot. And I take a very thin straw, basically, and try to get that gelato to move a little bit onto the Bible. I didn't prep my page first. You don't really need to with gelatos. I don't experience bleed through, so I have, at least in this Bible, I haven't had that problem, so I usually do not prep my page whenever I'm using gelatos. So I just add some pink bubble gum as well and blend that in, and I just really love the effect that the straw gives when you blow it a little bit. So that's all I did here. And then I dried it with my heat tool before I went ahead and added some of the digital elements. So I cut out the word masterpiece, and then I tried to find a place for the keys, and I finally decided I would put it in on the corner there and use a little bit of glue stick to get that down. It's just an acid-free Elmer's glue stick. I find that it works just fine with digital elements and when I download them and print them out. And this page took me a little bit longer to kind of figure out. So once I was trying to figure out, do I want to put a lot of digital elements here or do I want to do more writing? So I actually ended up doing a lot more writing in this journal entry. So started responding in the Word, just whatever was speaking to me at that time, and just praising God for how amazing He is. And I went ahead and used a micron pen for that. And let's see what else. Then I decided to use some stamps. So I used an Illustrated Faith pigment stamp here. It's just black. And I stamped the little eyelashes, and I thought that I would try to do it with the stamping block, and I didn't like how it was happening, so I decided to not use the stamping block and got a little bit in the middle of those two eyes and try to do a little bit of erasing, and it did okay with erasing. It wasn't perfect, but I was happy with it. Added some crosses, decided to put the tip in it after all, and used some washi tape to apply that. I went ahead and added some more washi tape on the other side of the page, and then I used some of the cardstock
tabs, but I really wanted to go back and find the other tab that was included in the digital download because it was much bigger and I wanted to put that on the side. So I went ahead and added some glue to that and called that a day. So I hope that this video inspired you to get into the Only One You Bible journaling kit. It is super fun and a great kit to work with. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Have a fabulous day now and God bless you. Bye-bye.